Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview March 4th, 2016. NFP Friday, the biggest data release of the month in the New York session. Traders is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, absolutely gorgeous outside, nice and cool. Can't wait to get out. I don't trade on NFP Friday. We'll get to that in just a minute. All right, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. And 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, I'm in my 8th year and I'm still here in Thailand and absolutely love trading the Asia time zone. And, of course, the people and the food. And I live in a resort town. I'm like less than a 5-minute walk to the beach. My condo is waterfront out my windows. It's absolutely gorgeous. But that's what retirement's all about, right? But I work harder in Forex than I did when I was working. But it's a different kind of work. It's mental work and sitting in front of computer screens. Traders, I do love trading as a technician. I like trading price action, price structure, support, resistance. I do use 2 indicators. My Forex trading, I use harmonics, and my options trading, which I do in the New York session, I use Ikimoku. Traders, I do use exponential moving average. I use the 200, the 55, and the 10. So that's all you'll see on my charts. And a lot of times you won't see my indicators on my charts. A lot of times I'll see the indicator, I'll mark it, and I'll take it off my charts. I like my charts as clean as I can get them. And I also listen to fundamentals. That is so important in your Forex trading. You must listen to your fundamentals. And I don't trade the number release. I wait about 40 minutes and then see if I can get into the trade. And I just want a small piece of the pie. Don't get greedy. All right, let us take a look at the risk. That's just a little bit about myself. Let's take a look at the risk disclaimer. Keep the lawyers happy. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's get over to news and commentary. Traders, I want to start with commentary. It has just been really crazy. I have to be honest with you, sort of stumbled on price action. We have pairs that have moved up 100 pips in the last day, 2 days, and I don't understand it, i.e. the euro dollar, the Aussie dollar. Like, why are these pairs strong? I just don't get it. I'd like to blame it on oil, but that's not the situation. And I guess this is a correction. However, we cannot lose focus on the bias. The bias is from the higher time frame, the 4-hour, the daily, and so on. And we are bearish. We do not have a change of trend. This is eventually going to drop like a rock. And I think Draghi speaks on the 10th of the month, and he's probably say something that'll bring the euro all the way back down. So I just keep trying to sell this. I haven't had an entry. I haven't had a live trade in like 2 days now, and I haven't had an entry. There's no entry here. I'm not buying the euro dollar, folks. Trading room I'm in, actually the owner, the head guy in that room, has been buying the euro since Monday. So, he apparently is right because euro went up, but I think it's going to dump like a rock. All right, let's take a look at what we have in the markets. The Dow 30 closed positive 0.26%. S&P 500 closed positive 0.35%. The Nasdaq was up 0.009%. The small cap 2000 was up 0.96%. So we had all green out of the U.S. session. Let's head over to the DAX. The DAX was negative 0.25%. The FTSE 100 out of London was negative 2.27%. And the CAC 40 out of Paris was negative 2.2 0.20%. The Eurostoxx 50 was negative 0.46%. Let's head on over to Asia, my side of the world. The Nikkei 225, which is currently trading, is negative 0.29%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is 0.215 in the green. The China A50 doesn't open for another half hour, and it closed positive 0.26%. The Hang Seng also opens in about 25 minutes, and it closed negative 0.31%. And the Kospi out of Seoul, which is currently trading, is negative 2.30%. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. Okay, so you see, this is what I don't understand. We had Aussie dollar retail sales in the Asia session, high impact news. It was consensus at 0.4%. It actually came out at 0.3%. Can you explain to me why the Aussie dollar is going up? I have no idea. I just don't understand it. Like, the dollar's not bringing this up, that's for sure. Right? The dollar's not doing it. New York session's closed. The dollar's not doing it. And the electronic trading doesn't have enough oomph to do it. Right? All right. Let's keep going. I don't see a lot of data coming out. We do have back, London's quiet. I mean, there's very even little medium impact in London. So at 8:30 a.m. and 20:30 in Thailand, we start with all the news coming out with unemployment rate, which is currently 4.9. They're expecting that to maintain at 4.9. The CAD has IV PMI coming out at the same time. And of course, we have non-farm NFP coming out at 8:30 and unemployment rate. Why is my calendar not showing non-farm payrolls? Man, I'll tell you, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. My calendar does not have non-farm payrolls on it. And it should. And it should. As unemployment rate, so we know non-farm comes out. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, non-farm employment. Okay, so consensus is 190. You know, I think they lower these numbers just to rattle our cage, but it's showing 190, and we'll see what the numbers come out. I think the numbers are going to come out higher than that. I think we're going to go above 208, maybe even 210. I think we're going to get good non-farm payrolls this month. I could be totally wrong. Totally wrong. So we'll see what happens. Pretty interesting news day in the U.S. session. You know, the negative part of this NFP Friday is that there's like 7 pieces of data that comes out at the same time. It's not on the calendar, but, you know, average working hours comes out, average wages comes out, all comes out at the same time. It's not on your calendar, but it comes out at the same time. And you end up with 7 pieces of data coming out at the same time. And it takes a market a little bit to figure out what's going on. And then you're going to get whipsawed, right? That's why we don't trade non-farm payrolls till after the event. Okay? My recommendation for today, please trade a demo account. London session has no data. It's going to be dead, right? It's going to be dead. Do not trade a live account today, traders. Please do not trade a live account. It's just not worth it, right? We want to be here on Monday. We want to have capital in our account. All right, let's get a look at the euro. You know, here we go. Look at this euro just jumping up. Like, why? The dollar is at 98. Like, why is the euro jumping up like this? I can understand a correction wave. Okay, I'm with you on the correction wave. So it's now corrected. So now I'm expecting it to dump like a rock. And listen, Draghi doesn't want the euro this high. And he's going to come out and say something to drop this like a rock. And I'm looking for a break of this trend line, a retest. We'll get it at 1.0937. We'll get out at the 200 exponential moving average, which is support at 1.0906. It's a small trade, but it's on a demo account, and that's okay. We only want to trade demo accounts today, folks. Demo accounts. Okay? Here's the pound. Same thing, right? What good news has come out of the Great British Pound? None. In the last week, we've had no good data come out of the pound, and it's just moving upward. Sloppy upward, by the way. It went up, it fibbed, and it went back up, and now it's coming back down. But this is really sloppy price action. If it was in the trend of the higher time frames, I'd say this is a great looking chart. It's stair-stepping, it's doing a good job. But we're at resistance, and it can't break this resistance, and it keeps getting up there and keeps falling back down. So we want to sell this below the daily pivot point at 1.4118. We'll get out at 1.4033 on a demo account. You're going to hear me say demo account a lot today, my friends. I just don't want you to get stung by the bee. Here's the Aussie. Do you understand this? Do you understand this Aussie here? Look at this. Mingling its way up, sloppily mingling its way up. And this thing should be like mingling its way down. Like, what is up with this? So we'll wait for it to close below the daily pivot point at 0.7323, and we'll get out at 0.7247. Now, I did not check oil this morning. Last I looked, it was at like 33.60 or 64. It dropped from the $34 mark. So, this can be a reason why the Aussie is strong, but you would think it'd be strong if it was at 34 or 34.50. And I think this is an oil play. I'm not really short traders. I got to be honest with you. All I know is this is totally against the trend. This just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I do not understand this price action. Do not. Absolutely not. Here's the Euro Aussie, did nothing. This is the same chart as yesterday. Did nothing. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. It just hung out there and just went sideways. A little bit up, a little bit down, did nothing. That's not price action, folks. That's a range, and that's a nasty range. We need this to pull up to the 38.2 with a 50% and sell it. The trade plan has not changed from yesterday. We're just going to keep it there. Okay? Here's another pair. Do you understand this? Here's the Euro Yen. The Yen is a hell of a lot stronger than the Euro. The only thing I can think of is that Kuroda spoke yesterday. And what he said was they've got plenty of tools in the toolbox to deal with monetary policy, which I think scared traders. And that's why they went against the yen, and they're buying everything against. They're not buying the yen, they're buying everything against the yen. And that's why I think we have this up move. So I understand this move. This move is understandable. Will it last? No. This is going to dump. This is going to fall down. As always, it's going to fall down. So we want to see this below the daily pivot point at 12400. I'd really like to wait for 123.90 and then get a closing candle, and we'll drop it. You can see the 200 exponential moving average on this chart, and we want to get, we got to be alert of that. And there's a good chance it's going to bounce here. The reason why I'm telling you that is you're going to need to put in a very, very intelligent stop. We're going to get out at 123.14 at our support zone. And nice trade, really. This is an 80 pip trade if it works. Do I think it's going to work today? No. There's nothing to move this. There's no data. The only data we have is NFP, and then it'll go crazy, and who knows what will happen. We'll have to see it. We'll have to see at the end of the NFP announcement. And I will be in front of my charts. Trust me, I love watching the fireworks. It's a great show. All right, let's take a look at the New Zealand. Here's another one, right? Now, this one I sort of understand because we had our dairy inventories this week. It came out good, so I understand why the New Zealand actually took off. So, that's a good thing. And then it dropped back down, basically hit the daily pivot. Now it's bouncing. This is going to come back down, folks. This pair is so bearish, even on the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. It is so bearish, it's unbelievable. I do not want to buy this, right? And I don't want to buy it here because we're too close to resistance. So let's break this daily pivot point, retest it. That's now resistance, and we can sell it at 0.6702. I'd probably wait to 66.90 and sell that. We'll take profit at the S2 reversal pivot at 0.6609. Yes, I do see the 200 exponential moving average, but you can be break even by then, so it's a free trade. And I would only be break even like 4 pips, right? You got to give it room to breathe, because there you're going to get a reaction at that 200 exponential moving average. Trust me, you're going to get a reaction. Okay? All right. 40 seconds over my time, but that's all right. We're getting better. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, please come join us on our website at fxclearing.com. Traders, don't forget it is Friday, so after the Friday markets close, we will have the Friday wrap-up where we look at daily charts for price action for the week ahead. Traders, have a great weekend. Enjoy your time with friends, loved ones, neighbors, and your dog. All right, traders, take care. We'll see you in the next Asia session. You have a good weekend. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.